Hi YouTube, it's Cassandra. Just wanted to come to you with my official 1 week post-op video. Sorry, just woke up. I was pretty excited to do this before I forgot. And I actually wrote notes so we can get right to the numbers. I'm 5'8", and so I'm just going to go through all, there's not a whole bunch, but some other numbers, because when I started this journey I was not at my absolute highest. So my absolute highest in adulthood, and I think this is just a best guess estimate because the scale at curves at the time didn't go up past 350. So I want to say back in 2006-7 I was at least 360 is what we say. Back in January 21st of this year I weighed 321. And that's when I was like, okay, yep, I'm going to start this journey. I want to have the surgery. Let's giddy up. Let's go. So in February when I went to see the dietitian, I was 326.2. I had gained 5 pounds. So I'm gonna, from here on out, I'm gonna go with 326.2 as my starting weight, because I feel like that's when I really got serious and knew what I had to do to be successful with this journey. So we're gonna go with my starting weight of 326.2. Day of surgery, which was last Wednesday, May 28th. With Dr. Matthew Bettendorf in Duluth, Minnesota. I weighed 302.4. So that was awesome. I did get serious and started, losing some weight. This morning, before I put my, yes, those are ducks and snowflakes. And no, there's no snow on the ground, surprisingly, in Wisconsin today. But there could be. So I just threw something on so I could come tell you these numbers. Anyways, this morning, before I put my ducks on, got my ducks in a row, I weighed in at 291.2 this morning. That's crazy. Crazy. So, from my highest weight of 326.2, or starting weight, 326.2, I've lost 35 pounds. Since the day of surgery, this first week, I've lost 11.2. Like, I'm a master at losing weight. I can lose weight like nobody's business. And I can lose, 20, pushing 30 pounds in a month. Like, so in a month's time, if you say like that, to me it doesn't seem as such a big number, but 10 pounds in a week. And I've heard many of you tell me the same story. The first week, of course, our bodies are like, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? At this point right now, sipping on my protein shake, and yes, this is, if you guys are familiar with Tupperware, this is a gravy shaker maker thing, and I do have an individual blender thing too, but this was just easier. I have 2 servings of my Carnation Instant Breakfast, 16 ounces of 2% milk, and I found unflavored Isopure whey protein yesterday at the vitamin shop. So that was exciting. GNC was a bust. That's all I'll say about that. So I was very excited. So I have 2 servings and I need 5 servings of this a day. I don't have to add any more protein powder to my Carnation Instant Breakfast today. I just did it all in one shot. And so they say by week 2, so by next Wednesday, which I've already kind of did, but I should be able to drink 8 ounces within 45 minutes to an hour. I've done it. I can tell when I go too fast, it feels like it gets stuck, or it's like I can feel this like ball or bubble traveling down my esophagus, and once it hits my stomach, it gets kind of stuck till it can like form itself and go into my stomach. I don't know, it's a weird feeling, but like many of you have said, you get to know some of the not symptoms, signals, signals. You get to learn some of the signals that your body gives you. So I'm still learning. Quick note, constipation is a real issue after weight loss surgery. So being a nurse, I know how important being regular is. So Sunday night, that had been like 4 or 5 days since I'd had a bowel movement. Surgery was Wednesday. So I was like, well, I can't get bound up. Even though I haven't been eating much, just starting to drink at that point, I really should have a bowel movement. I'm just going to go straight for the milk of May, because the Benefiber I was mixing in with things just was giving me gas. It wasn't producing any results. I don't know if it's just sleeve patients in general. Please let me know. But for new sleeves, I will say, don't take the full 30 mils of milk of magnesia. Try little bits at a time and just see how your sleeve and your body reacts to that. It worked. It worked. And it worked. And it worked. So, lesson learned. But this morning, TMI, but I had I had some results on my own, and I'm sure it's probably because I don't drink nearly as much water right now that I used to pre-op, because I could gulp it and down huge amounts in no time. But it was obviously a little firmer, and yeah, I don't know. I'll leave it at that. But I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about, but maybe I'm the only one who's gone that far into detail. Whatever. So yeah, things are progressing slowly but surely. I am understanding that I can't rush the process of healing. I just have to roll with it, no matter how much I want to crunch on something. Michelle yelled at me yesterday. Well, she didn't yell at me. When you guys meet Michelle, you'll understand. I'm very up here, and she's very down here. She's very, go with the flow, and I'm very animated, very social, very what have you. So I told her yesterday that I made some broth. Well, a can of chicken noodle soup from Campbell's, and made it according to the directions, but I was just sipping the broth. I feel like I get more flavor, and rather than having to make it on my own, because I'm just not interested in doing that right now. Anyways, I told her that I mashed in, like, with my tongue, 4 noodles. I mean, come on, Campbell's noodles, they're like that thick. It's not like it's grandma's home style cooking where it's like big, thick, wide egg noodles and ugh. But all she did was look at me and shake her head. No noodles, babe. No. So what do you mean no noodles? I need something. No noodles. And she said she didn't want to wake up to me dead in bed because I damaged my sleeve or something. And I said, great. I said, what are you going to say, death by noodle? And she said, that is what she's going to put on my headstone if I keep eating noodles. So I promised her that I won't try to chew or mash anything. I'll just do what they recommend, which is another week. Well, at least till Monday. It's not a full week because I see the surgeon and the dietitian on Monday. Then hopefully I can progress to period foods, but I promised I wouldn't eat any more noodles. No noodles for me. So, all right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry about my morning appearance, but I was very excited to come to you and tell you my week 1 results. So, maybe before next week, but for sure after I see the surgeon next week, I'll be back. Love you guys. Bye.